Today, we are going to discuss the topic dairy farming for class 9. Dairy farming involves raising of cattle for milk production. It involves proper maintenance of cattle, collection and processing of milk and milk products which are useful to man. Dairying is the production and marketing of milk and its products. Cattle breeds. The Indian cattle include cows and buffaloes. They are domesticated for milk, meat, leather, and transportation. They belong to two different species. Bos indicus includes Indian cows and bulls. Bos bubalis includes buffaloes. These cattle animals are reared for milk and farm labor. They are classified into three types: dairy breeds, drought or draft breeds, dual purpose breeds. Dairy breeds. Dairy animals are domesticated for obtaining milk. The cows are high milk yielders. The dairy breeds are indigenous breeds and exotic breeds. Indigenous breeds are native of India. It includes Sahiwal, Red Sindhi, Deoni and Gir. These cattle are well built with strong limbs, prominent hump and loose skin. Milk production depends on the duration of the lactation period, the period of milk production after the birth of a calf. These local breed animals show excellent resistance to diseases. Exotic breeds. Bos taurus are imported from foreign countries. Jersey, Brown Swiss, Holstein Friesian, etc. These foreign breeds are selected for long lactation periods. Drought or draft breeds. They are used for agricultural work such as tilling, irrigation and cotton. It includes Amit Mahal, Kangeyam, Amblaseri, Malvi, Sirri and Helikar breeds. Bullocks are good draft animals while the cows are poor milk yielders. Dual purpose breeds. The cows of these breeds provide milk and the bulls are useful for farm work. In India, these breeds are favored by farmers. Haryana, Angoli, Kankarji and Tarparkar are examples of dual purpose breeds. Now let's talk about aquaculture. Fish and other varieties of seafood such as prawns, lobster and crabs are a very rich source of animal protein and are consumed by a large scale of our population, particularly in the coastal areas. Shark liver oil and cod liver oil are natural sources of vitamins A and D. On the basis of their habitat, fish are mainly divided into two categories. Freshwater fish, rohu, katla, sinkara, kalbasu, malli, mahur, etc. Marine water fish, Bombay duck, eel, hilsa, salmon, sardine and pomfret. The production of aquatic plants and animals like fish, lobster, crabs, mollusca, etc. by proper utilization of small and large scale of water is known as aquaculture. The production and management of fish alone is called pisciculture. The intensive fish farming can be done in composite fish culture system. In such a system, a combination of 5 or 6 fish species are grown in a single fish pond. The fish species selected for composite fish farming have different type of food habits. This avoids competition among fish for food, and the food available in various parts of the pond is used. Types of fish culture. Extensive fish culture. Culture of fishes in large areas with low stocking density and natural feeding. Intensive fish culture. Culture of fishes in small areas with high stocking density and providing artificial feed to increase production. Monoculture. It is the culture of single type of fish in a water body. It is also called monospecies culture. Polyculture. It is the culture of more than one type of fish in a water body. It is also called composite fish culture. Integrated fish farming. It is the culture of fishes along with agricultural crops or animal husbandry farming, rearing of fish along with paddy, poultry, cattle, pig and ducks. Types of ponds for fish culture. Fish farm requires different types of pond for the various developmental stages of fish growth. First one, breeding pond. Healthy and sexually mature male and female fishes are collected and introduced in this pond for breeding. The eggs released by the female are fertilized by the sperm, and fertilized eggs float in the water as frothy mass. Hatching pits. The fertilized eggs are transferred to hatching pits or hatching hepas for hatching. Nursery ponds. The hatchlings are transferred from hatching pits after 2 to 7 days. The hatchlings grow into fry and are cultured in these ponds for about 60 days with proper feeding till they reach 2 to 2.5 centimeter in length. Rearing ponds. Rearing ponds are used to culture the fry. The fish fry are transferred from nursery pond to rearing ponds and are maintained for about 3 months till they reach 10 to 15 centimeter in length. In these rearing ponds, the fry develops into fingerlings. Stocking pond. The stocking pond is also called as culture pond or production pond. These ponds are used to rear fingerlings up to the marketable size. Nutritional value of fishes. Cultivable freshwater and marine food fishes are highly nutritious, rich source of animal proteins and are easily digestible. They are rich in essential amino acids such as lysine and methionine, polysaturated fatty acid, minerals like calcium, phosphorus, iron, sodium, potassium and magnesium, fat-soluble vitamins A, D and water-soluble B-complex vitamins like cyanocobalamin and niacin. Prawn culture. One of the most economically important shellfish resources of India are prawns. They are of great demand both in the local and international market. Types of prawn culture. A number of species of prawns of different size are found distributed in water resources. Only those prawns which are good in size, weight, available in plenty and easily cultivable, are commonly selected for prawn culture on commercial basis. Marine water prawn culture. The rearing of marine pinnate prawn is called marine prawn culture or shrimp culture. Penaeus indicus and Penaeus monodon are cultured in marine water. Freshwater prawn culture. The rearing of freshwater prawn is called freshwater prawn culture. Macrobrachium rosenbergi and Macrobrachium malcozoni are cultured in freshwater. Methods of prawn culture. Seed collection and hatchery method. The larvae and juveniles obtained by collection from natural resources like estuaries and backwaters, or by hatchery method, controlled breeding. They are reared and grown into adult. Paddy gum prawn culture. It is also called pokali culture. It is the oldest and traditional method of prawn culture practiced in Kerala. The low-lying paddy field along the coastal areas serve as suitable grounds for prawn culture. Prawns are cultured in these fields after the harvest of paddy. Vermiculture. Vermiculture involves the artificial rearing or cultivation of earthworms and using them for the production of compost from natural organic wastes. The earthworms used for vermicompost production are Icenia fetida, Icenia hortensis, Lumbricus rubellus, Endriulus eugenie, Perionic excavatus. Vermicomposting is a simple biotechnological process of composting in which certain species of earthworms are used to enhance the process of waste conversion and produce a better product. Vermicomposting is a method of preparing enriched compost with the use of earthworms. It is one of the easiest methods to recycle agricultural wastes and to produce quality compost. Vermicomposting materials. Decomposable organic wastes such as animal excreta, kitchen waste, farm residues, and forest litter are commonly used as composting materials. In general, animal dung, mostly cow dung, and dried chopped crop residues are the key raw materials. Mixture of leguminous and non-leguminous crop residues enriches the quality of vermicompost. Steps followed for vermicompost preparation. Vermicomposting unit should be in a cool, moist and shady site. Cow dung and chopped dried leafy materials are mixed in the proportion of 3:1. Kept for partial decomposition for 15 to 20 days. A layer of 15 to 20 cm of chopped dried leaves, grasses should be kept as bedding material at the bottom of the bed. Beds of partially decomposed material of size 6 into 2 into 2 feet should be made. Each bed should contain 1.5 to 2 of raw material, and the number of beds can be increased as per raw material availability and requirement. Red worm should be released on the upper layer of bed. Water should be sprinkled with can immediately after the release of worms. Beds should be kept moist by sprinkling of water and by covering with gunny bags or polythene. Bed should be turned once after 30 days for maintaining aeration and for proper decomposition. Compost gets ready in 45 to 50 days. The finished product is 3 by 4 of the raw materials used. Harvesting. When raw material is completely decomposed, it appears black and granular. Watering should be stopped as compost gets ready. The compost should be kept over a heap of partially decomposed cow dung so that earthworms could migrate to cow dung from compost. After 2 days, compost can be separated and sieved for use. Nutrient content of vermicompost. The level of nutrients in compost depends upon the source of the raw material and the species of earthworm. A fine worm cast is rich in NPK besides other nutrients. Nutrients in vermicompost are in readily available form and are released within a month of application. Advantages of vermicomposting. It improves soil physical structure, enhances germination, plant growth and crop yield, improves root growth and structure, enriches soil with microorganisms. Production reduces greenhouse gas emissions such as methane and nitric oxide. Beekeeping. Honey is widely used and therefore beekeeping for making honey has become an agricultural enterprise. Since beekeeping needs low investments, farmers use it as an additional income source. In addition to honey, the beehives are a source of wax which is used in various medicinal preparations. The local varieties of bees used for commercial honey production are Apis cerana indica, commonly known as the Indian bee, A. dorsata, the rock bee, and A. flora, the little bee. An Italian bee variety, A. melcifera, has also been brought in to increase yield of honey. The Italian bees have high honey collection capacity. They sting somewhat less. They stay in a given beehive for long periods and breed very well. Apiaries are established for commercial honey production. The value or quality of honey depends upon the pasturage or the flowers available to the bees for nectar and pollen collection. Structure of bee comb. The comb of the bees is formed mainly by the secretion of the wax glands present in the abdomen of the worker bee. A comb is a vertical sheet of wax with double layer of hexagonal cells. Formation of honey. The honeybees suck the nectar from various flowers. The nectar passes to the honey sac. In the honey sac, sucrose present in the nectar mixes with acidic secretion and by enzymatic action. It is converted into honey which is stored in the special chambers of hive. Quality of honey depends upon the flowers available to the bees for nectar and pollen collection. Products from honeybee. Honeybees are used in the production of honey and bee wax. Other useful products obtained from honeybees are bee pollen, royal jelly, propolis, and bee vino. Honey is a sweet, viscous, edible natural food product. Dextrose and sucrose gives sweet taste to the honey. It also contains amino acids, B-complex vitamins, ascorbic acid and minerals. Formic acid is a preservative in honey. Invertase is an enzyme present in honey. Uses of honey. Honey has an antiseptic, and antibacterial property. It is a blood purifier. It helps in building up of hemoglobin content in the blood. It is used in Ayurvedic and Unani system of medicines. It prevents cough, cold, fever and relieves sore throat. Thank you students. Keep learning.